This setup right here should have given me a 1 to 4 today, but it did not, and I will explain how. So with this setup right here, we were interested in longs, right? That was my bias for today. I wanted longs and wanted to grab this all-time high. Now, before I talk about this setup right here, I want to talk about this one. This was my initial analysis for the day. This is where I initially wanted to take longs from. So we have an M15, we have an M5, and we have an M1 level of demand and confluence, right? I thought market was going to come all the way down here. We were going to grab these wicks, tap into here, go long, right? That's pretty much what I was expecting to happen. Well, we got the drop here, pushed up, dropped here, started pushing back up again, and I told the team, I'm like, listen, this setup right here with these 3 time frames and confluences, M1, H1, and M1 right here is probably our last opportunity to take longs when we're going to all-time high, right? So I'm like, this is the opportunity for us to get in. Let's hop into some longs and just take this continuation level to the upside, right? Well, this is where we got in right here. And you can see pretty quick we went to TP1, okay? Now, let me put this here so you can see where TP1's at. We went to TP1 fairly quick. Then TP2 fairly quick, right? Now you're thinking, or you might be asking yourself, Alex, why didn't you sell right there? Well, normally I kind of do, right? But with this setup right here, I really was pretty confident we were going to go grab all-time high. So at TP2, I believe I moved my stop loss to, at TP1, I moved my stop loss to break even, risk-free trade at that point. And then when we were getting close to like TP3, which look how close we got to TP3 right here, I moved my stop loss to the TP1 range right there. So basically like right here was where my stop loss was sitting. I was sitting at like $500 in profit, $520 in profit, something like that. Well, I was hoping we were going to grab these wicks right here and just go straight to all-time high. Well, we rejected from this area, pulled back, got me out. So I made like $1,000 something, $1,100, something like that, right? Stopped me out. Look at this. Literally ran, then grabbed all-time high. So I ended up making between $1,000 to $1,100 on this setup right here, which this setup was a solid setup. I'm not going to lie. I mean, look at the rejection right here, right? We only took, let's see, literally like 1.5 points of drawdown, 1.75 points worth of drawdown. And at the peak, we were up 71.5, almost 72 points of profit. That's crazy. The accuracy of this trade was just crazy, man. And like I said, I was really confident we were going to grab these all-time highs. That's why I was holding. I'm like, my funded accounts can take, a pullback and getting me out for $1,000 for the day. At the peak, I think I was floating at like 1,800 because remember, I trimmed 1 contract at TP1 and I went into the setup with 2 contracts. So at the very peak, I was floating at like $1,800 profit. I think like secured the 500 and then I was sitting at like 1,300 and maybe a little more dollars in profit on that last contract. And it came and got me stopped out like right around here. But it's annoying because exactly what I wanted to happen played out. And I mean, look how high we went. It played out perfectly. This was like that last high probability setup during our session to take. We took it. The premium team got some profits. I got some profits. But overall, good trade. I mean, it ran almost a 1 to 3. But like I said, I wanted the 1 to 4 out of this because a 1 to 4 would have literally just put me at all-time high right there. So it literally would have played out perfect, but it did just come, get my last contract out, and that was it. So this was the setup that I ended up taking today, and honestly, I cannot complain whatsoever. If we can catch a W tomorrow, that's literally going to be perfect, and I'm really hoping we can. One of the premium members today just passed like 2 more accounts, I think. He's already eligible for another payout, so we are cooking. YM really didn't do anything today. Yeah, look at this. Really did not do much. This was the one setup I was interested in on YM, and we were just coming in too bearish this morning for me to want to take this, but you can see this setup would have played out for almost a 1 to 3 as well. We had 4 time frames in confluence: M15, M1, M5, and H1 level of demands, and we literally wicked through them all, like pushed through them all, tapped right into this H1, got a push from there, and it was pretty solid. Then we were just staying in this range literally till like the end of our session, and then we started getting a push to the upside, broke that session high. But this setup would have hit today. Like I said, it was just coming in a little too bearish for me to want to take, but I'm very happy with this setup right here. Just definitely wish I could have caught the full 1 to 4.